Hey, welcome back, interwebs. Moral Gamer here. It's good to see you guys. I'm taking a look today at Mega Man X4. This is Mega Man X4. I first encountered this one on my Sega Saturn. Oh, I miss my Sega Saturn. But that said, though, it's also PlayStation 1. It's been in the Mega Man X collection, and I'm actually playing on PlayStation 3 as a download. So, Mega Man X4, this is worth your time. Is it a good game? Should we have Mega Man 9? Let's find out. Mega Man X4 is essentially two games, and this is when the series actually diversified. You have Zero's story and X's story, and X, of course, is your Mega Man character. So let's look at the title character first. Mega Man actually goes through the game just like you would any other Mega Man title. You get the 8 Robot Masters, and every time you beat one, you get some type of shot attack that's going to be different. It's going to give you a power that you can use to short out another enemy. And it definitely is the easier of the two. Now, I'm not liking Mega Man's story as much as Zero's, and we'll go over Zero's in a little bit here. But as Mega Man, you play through, and he's just, oh, I got to go after this Robot Master. I've got to go after this Robot Master, and it just keeps going that way. It's like, okay, whatever. But the overarching story between both characters is that there is a coup being staged against the humans by Repliforce, and the Reploids. The Renegade Reploids, wow, good tongue twister for you. The Repliforce Renegade Reploids are trying to overthrow humanity so that they can be free of human tyranny. Okay, considering there's no humans that actually show up in this, it's kind of like, well, you guys look like that's all there is Reploids. No humans at all. Whatever. Nevertheless, though, both characters have this overarching story. Now, the undergirding of it is that X is just after Repliforce. He's just trying to put them down, stop the atrocities, stop the terrorism. That's X in a nutshell. And I'm loving that they do this through cinematics. I mean, this is the first Mega Man I've seen that actually has full motion videos as staple as part of it. Great, awesome. They didn't do much of this in Mega Man X5, which made me wonder, what the... And then I haven't played it yet, but I hear Mega Man X6 also had full motion videos too, so I gotta track that one down sometime. Love the Mega Man series. So, story-wise, X is run-of-the-mill. Not very interesting. You can pretty much just skip past these, but they're good for at least one watch. Gameplay, X is limited. He's more like a tank. He doesn't have the damage capacity, but he doesn't have quite the mobility that Zero does. And so X, you have to be careful up until the point that you start finding armor pieces. And that's one benefit that X has over Zero. He gets a powered-up blaster, he gets powered-up shoes, which add for some air dashing, which actually I found getting his shoes was a pain in the butt. It's not that getting them was bad, it's that once I had them, there's this propensity to always hit it at the wrong time and end up floating in midair, when what I really wanted to do is I really wanted to just jump off a wall again. Whereas Zero, I could just keep tapping it and be like, okay, cool, I'm wall repelling. Great. So X, once he gets the boots actually made gameplay a little harder for me. Some boss fights got easier, but mostly harder. So that's X. Let's look at Zero now. Zero is in Contra Hardcore Uprising. Hardcore Uprising, what's called. I actually played as Sayuri, who was this ninja character. She did a lot of sword slashing, a lot of up-close personal. She didn't have any good distance attacks. That's Zero. He's the ninja of the game. And Zero, every single time you beat a Robot Master, you get a new ninja move. And so it ranges from like, hey, I got this down thrust with an icicle. I've got an up blade with a flame. It's great. It's cool because Zero gets more mobility and he gains more moves as you defeat more Robot Masters. So Zero gets pretty freaking BA when you get near the end of the game. And so the only way to balance out Zero is to throw more enemies at you, is what it feels like sometimes. So yeah, Zero is definitely the hard mode, but he's also more fun to watch, more fun to play as. Story mode for Zero, though, they actually throw in this love affair with him and Iris, and her brother's the one leading the Repliforce. So will he disappoint the girl by going after her brother? Will they have some type of clash? I mean, it's much more interesting, and they give the history of Sigma. The history of Sigma is revealed in this title. So I very much enjoyed that over again, Mega Man Story, which was just a blanket, oh, we're going after Robot Masters, whatever. So, of course, I have to answer if this is the right game for you. And I have a lot of fun playing this one, not just from nostalgic, but it's somewhat easier than some of the other Mega Man X titles, and the option of playing as Zero, Zero again makes the game for me. X would just make it yet another title, but Zero makes the game for me. I can't really complain about it. I can't really find much that is seriously wrong with the game. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I can't really find much that's seriously wrong with the game to actually say, hey, this is a reason that I would find it not as much fun as it could be. So let's move on to the morals. And morally speaking, this game is rated E, and I was surprised in some of the things that got by with an E rating in 1997. There is some blood. Some people get hacked apart by a character, and it's not graphic, but it's kind of like the anime. They get cut, all of a sudden you see this splurt, and they go down. And so that's in one of the cinematics when you're playing as Mega Man. But apart from that, though, it's the standard. You shoot an enemy, and they just kind of boom, 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 and blow up or disappear. So it keeps it really tame. I can't really find a whole lot morally objectionable unless, okay, robots, of course, the blood issue, sword usage, gun usage. Let's get really conservative here. Sword usage, gun usage, shooting, threats of terrorism, robot hostile takeovers, things like that. You have issues with that. Of course, you wouldn't want your kids playing it. Oh, and some characters do die, and they do it rather cinematically, too, in some ways. So, that's Mega Man X4. I'd say it's pretty tame, though. I'd play it with my kids. My daughter loves watching me play it, so she's going to be a little sad when we wrap this up because I've already beaten the game. Any rate, hey, Moral Gamer, moralgamer.com, and there's a thread going on Capcom's forums as to whether there needs to be a Mega Man X9. I would be very open to a Mega Man X9, especially given the fact that Mega Man X is, I find it much better than the classic Mega Man series. Not only the graphics better, but you feel more like you're in control, and the game actually has a better pacing to it. That's my thoughts, though. But I want to hear from you guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I want to hear from you if you think there should be a Mega Man X9, and what you would like to see more of, what you would like to see less of, or why you think there shouldn't be a Mega Man X9. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time with another review.